Hi, I am Pierre. I am the husband of a charming woman and father of 2 great daughters. I work as a researcher and scientific photographer at Charles University in Prague. One could say that I could have a calm, storybook life. But no, there is one my passion, maybe a crazy one. Drone. I've been into drones for a while, building some on my own and flying some of the shelf ones. I consider myself to be an experienced pilot, logging incredible flights over little-known waterfalls in Uganda, Africa, or flying my drone in South Africa and Lesotho, simply admiring the unbelievable nature sceneries. I should be satisfied with all of that, but I am not. I've been waiting for something bigger than one can do in a week. I wanted a big project, a very big project, as big as project can be. And the project came to me. Well, it wasn't a project at all, it was a woman. This woman, Clara. Maybe she doesn't look it, but this is the first female from the Czech Republic to summit Mount Everest. She proudly stepped not only the highest point of the world, but has also summited the highest mountains in North and South America and Europe. But she has never stepped on the famous, dangerous and mystic K2. She decided to change that and she invited me to join her. Not really to the summit, but as high as I can. With the drone. Shit, this is finally the challenge that I have been waiting for. I have never been so high. The highest point I have flown my drone at was in the Austrian Alps at an altitude of 3000 meters. It was fantastic, but really not that high, right? Questions came to my mind about the flight at that height. Therefore, I decided to flight test under low pressure conditions in a hyperbaric chamber. Not really successfully, but I knew that the drone can probably fly so high. The second problem to solve was, can the drone fly in long-term sub-zero freezing temperatures? I was waiting for really cold days and found that definitely yes. If you warm the batteries enough, it can. With those questions answered, the adventure could begin. Traveling to K2 base camp was a long haul. First, we had to get to Pakistan, which took us 2 days.
Crew 10 minutes for arrival.
Then we had to travel by off-road cars for another day through Great Valley formed by a wild river running directly to us from the glaciers. And finally we began the week-long hike leading to the base camp. We started at an altitude of 3000 meters. We could see the snow on the tops of the surrounding hills.
का खुदा कल बरजी इन्ना ले عامل كوني بزر وزبار aballa bina yina badiyo inna ale aballa bina yina badiyo inna ale Allah.
The view of the river was already spectacular. The walk was not easy at all. Every step was painful on the unstable stones. When we were approaching the base camp, I decided for one dangerous but potentially beautiful flight.
I'm really sad right now. I wanted to make a small flying just around the glacier and the donkey is going on, but something happened wrong. The cockpit was flying really high, very fast somewhere, so I moved to Eti, but this doesn't matter. I just crushed it. Fortunately, I found it, but the gimbal is off. The drone is completely off. I reset it there because I was flying with this baby in Czech Republic, in Austria, in Lesotho, in South Africa, and here in Pakistan as well. It was fine. Just crashed out. Shit.
However, having a second spare drone in the box was a really lucky idea. After a few days, the weather cleared and I decided to fly again. So I charged my batteries and tried. Surrounded by insane glaciers, you are climbing higher and higher to the kingdom of ice and an altitude. We reached Camp 1, the highest point I have ever visited, at 6,100 meters. I cannot climb higher, as I don't have a permit, insurance, nor the shoes for that. Here I am standing on K2, higher than anyone ever has with a drone. It looks like I can beat the world drone high altitude record, but the air here is so thin that the rotors are spinning almost at maximum speed while the drone still sits on the ground. Should I fly?